welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun kind of Christmassy tag video. My sister Lisa actually came up with this tag and she kind of created like a little tag that's going around on YouTube. So I thought that this would be really fun to film because I love Christmas time, as you guys can see from behind me. So I also did post a decorate with me type of video if you guys want to see more about like how we decorate for Christmas time. And I of course had to wear my Bon Natale sweater that I actually got off of Shein. I showed it in one of my vlogmases that I've been posting also. So I'm really happy that it came on time to film this video because I just thought it was so cute. And Bon Natale means Merry Christmas in Italian, if you guys don't know. So this Christmas tag consists of 10 Christmas questions and I just think it's such a cute idea. So thank you, Lisa, for tagging me and for kind of making this tag go around. So if you guys want to do this tag, I will be listing the questions in the description box and you guys can mention my sister, you can mention me, and that would just be a really fun thing to kind of spread around this time of year on YouTube because it's just festive, it's fun, and it's very just like cozy and cute. So let's just get right into these 10 Christmas tags. So the first question is, when do you start decorating for Christmas? I like to decorate personally November 1st. Me and my sister Lisa actually have this little tradition that we've been doing for the past few years. So November 1st is kind of our day to just like get into the Christmas zone. Halloween and fall is pretty much done for us at that time because in Canada, we also have our Thanksgiving in the beginning of October. So we are just like completely pumpkin spiced out. Like we're ready for Christmas time. So November 1st has been our tradition that I love because we do live together right now. So I know that when we eventually get our own places and have our own families, we'll hopefully keep doing this tradition, just maybe from a little bit further, but we'll still be close hopefully. So I think that's a really fun kind of thing. I just love traditions in general, and especially around this time of year, I think traditions are just really, really cozy and comforting. So November 1st is when we like to decorate for Christmas time. So the next question is your Christmas tree real or fake? So I've never actually had a real Christmas tree. I know that's kind of hard to believe because so many people like swear by them, but I've just found it to be much simpler personally just to have a fake tree because you don't have to worry about like the needles falling and kind of going to like get a tree, even though that's kind of like a fun tradition is to like maybe go out and pick your own real Christmas tree. I've actually always been like intrigued by it and wanted to try it, but we've just never ended up getting a real tree. I think it's because my mom just always had fake trees in our house growing up, so it just was a thing that we would just always have a fake tree. So now we always have fake trees. So I've never had a real tree, I've only had a fake tree. The next question is, do you open presents on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day? So I actually always open presents on Christmas Day. I mean, when we were younger, we would open like maybe from like my aunt or something, we would open like one of their gifts on Christmas Eve. But honestly, I just think it's more fun to kind of wait for Christmas morning because it just gives you something to like look forward to. So for me, what is so magical about Christmas is not actually Christmas Day sometimes, it's actually the build up to Christmas. So that's why I think it's even fun on Christmas Eve to kind of give yourself something to like be excited for in the morning and to wake up to. So it's kind of our tradition. Me and my sisters, when we were kids, we would all wake up at the same time and open it together. And now we have my other sister Jen, who actually lives in the same condo as us, but she lives upstairs. So she will actually come down on Christmas morning and we'll all still open up gifts together with our boyfriends and sometimes family members if my mom's around or my dad is around, but it's usually just us sisters now who like to open up presents in the morning together. So definitely Christmas morning. The next question is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? So this one is actually super hard because I love Christmas, as you guys can probably tell. So I love to watch Christmas movies, and my boyfriend actually gets super annoyed because I will just like replay the same Christmas movies over and over and over until Christmas Day. Like once November 1st hits, we're watching Christmas movies. So it's like a very hard decision because I have so many favorites. I'd have to say like cartoon wise, I love The Nutcracker Prince. It's just one of my favorites. I love the music. Tchaikovsky's music is just amazing and it is like the epitome of Christmas to me. So I just love that film. It's so beautiful. It's so nostalgic because as kids kids, we would just always watch that film and I just love it. So The Nutcracker Prince is definitely, I think it is my favorite. But then if we're gonna talk about like rom-coms and stuff like that, I love The Holiday. I think The Holiday is just like such a cute Christmas like rom-com. So I'm gonna have to list those two as like my top favorite Christmas movies. But I also really love like the older ones. Like I love While You Were Sleeping. I just think it is so cute. That one with Sandra Bullock. It's honestly one of my favorites too. I just can't decide. So let's just say The Nutcracker Prince and The Holiday for the top two favorite Christmas movies. So the next question is, what is your favorite Christmas song? So as I mentioned before, I love the Nutcracker, I love Tchaikovsky's music, I love classical music in general, so I just love anything a Nutcracker themed. So Tchaikovsky's The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies just gets me into that like Christmassy, like magical, mystical mood. So I think that has to be my favorite Christmas song. And I also have to give a shout out to Pas de Deux. That is like the ultimate, like just like heartbreaking, passionate, tragic song, and it's also in the Nutcracker, so it's Christmassy, but it's a little bit more on the sad side. So I think the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies has to be like the most like cutesy, Christmassy, just like really fun song for me, so I love that one. The next question is, what is your favorite Christmas treat to eat? So I definitely have to say panettone, because being Italian, we grew up with panettone every season. There would just be like, I just remember as a kid in our cantina, we had so much panettone just sitting there for like months. And as kids, I actually hated the raisin and candied fruit ones. We just never liked it. I'd always just like the plain one or like the chocolatey ones. But now that I'm older, I actually love just the classic one with the candied fruit and raisins. I still, of course, love my chocolatey ones, but there's something about the classic one that's just so good. And I appreciate it more now as an adult, so I definitely have to say panettone is amazing. You will see them around every grocery store around this time of year, and if you've never tried it, then I definitely suggest you try them and make sure you get a really good brand made in Italy that doesn't have like cheap ingredients, because it's honestly such a delicacy and they can get really expensive, but it's so worth it and you have to try it this time of year. So the next question is, what is your favorite holiday drink? So I'm not that much into alcohol, but I do love myself a good mulled wine during the season. But I definitely have to say, what beats that for me is eggnog. I love eggnog. I know that for some people it's like a hit or a miss. Sometimes you'll like tell someone about eggnog and they're like, ew, that's disgusting, I'll never try that, or I don't like it. But it's honestly so good. Like, it sounds weird because it's like an eggy kind of milky drink, but it is so good. It's delicious and you guys have to try it. You have to get like a really good brand, because there's some kind of like not as good brands out there that are like, you can just tell the quality is not as good. So eggnog for me is nostalgic. I think because my dad loved eggnog, he'd always buy it when we were kids. So that's probably why all of these things like are ingrained in us as kids, especially during this time of year. There's so much tradition involved in Christmas time. So for me, it has to be eggnog. The next question, fittingly, is what is your favorite holiday tradition? So that's actually very hard to say because we have so many traditions, as I've kind of talked to you guys about throughout this whole video. I have to say, before this whole COVID stuff came, we would love to just go to like Christmas markets and do like fun Christmassy things. So we still are trying to do that now, even though it's been a lot harder because of the times, of course. So I just have to say, spending time with family and friends and going to like those cute Christmas markets and doing like Christmassy things, I think that's such a fun tradition. And I know before COVID, we would like to have like little friends get-togethers and throw like little pre-Christmas kinds of parties. So now that we can't really do that, it's hard, but definitely spending time with family and friends and doing fun Christmassy things. It could be honestly anything, like doing gingerbread houses even, or something like that. So definitely like Christmas markets, Christmassy little activities, I think is so fun and a great tradition to do every year. The next question is, what country would you love to visit during the holidays? So this one is really tough because, of course, I love Italy and I've actually always wanted to see Italy during Christmas time, especially Rome, because that's just like my favorite city in the whole world. But my sister Lisa actually touched upon this in her Q&A, because she also said Germany, because that is where Christmas markets originated from. And I just think it would be so fun to actually go to one of the German Christmas markets that dates back to like years and years ago. And my sister Lisa and I actually went through a phase where we would just like watch videos of people visiting these German Christmas markets, and they just look so beautiful and whimsical and magical. And I think that would be so fun. So I would love to visit Germany and one of the Christmas markets with my sister Lisa and Jen and our boyfriends, of course. That would just be ideal. So the final question in this Q&A tag is, what is the best part about Christmas? So I don't even know where to begin. As you guys have seen me rambling and raving in this video, I just love Christmas time. I love everything about it. I love all of the traditions. I love the coziness. I love like the family comfort. I just love like the build up to Christmas. So I think that has to be my favorite part about Christmas, is just getting excited about it, because there's nothing more exciting about getting excited about Christmas and watching the movies, drinking all the eggnog, drinking them all the wine, roasting the chestnuts, just doing everything Christmassy. I think that is honestly the best part. And of course the giving aspect of it. I think it's so nice when you see like the look on someone's face when they get something, even if it's like super small, and even if it's like a box of chocolates or something. I just think that's what Christmas is all about, is just making friends and family happy and celebrating the special time together. So that's definitely my favorite thing about Christmas, is pretty much everything. And I also forgot to mention advent calendars. I love advent calendars. So that's also one of my favorite things about Christmas time, is opening advent calendars and buying them. I think it's kind of like an addiction of mine and my sister Lisa's. We love to just like find the best kind of chocolate advent calendars out there. It's just something so special about it. So I love that, and I just love Christmas. So guys, that's it for this Christmas Q&A tag. I hope you guys liked it. I would love to know your answers to these questions. So like I said, I will leave the questions in the description box, and if you guys want to answer them on my comment section, that would be really fun. If you guys want to do your own videos, please tag me in them. I would love to see them. Thank you once again, Lisa, for tagging me and for making this fun tag go around, and I suggest you guys do it also, because it's so fun and it honestly just gets you thinking about Christmas and such fun things. So if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas and Buon Natale!